As the country opens up again and most lingering restrictions from the pandemic are revoked, some folks might remain leery of hopping on increasingly crowded airplanes. That doesn't mean you can't have a weekend away though. Stick with a road trip and you can explore your own backyard for a memorable vacation. Today we'll have a closer look at the best weekend getaway travel destinations. Don't forget to subscribe and let's head into it. 7. San Diego, California. Beaches and green spaces are the defining assets of San Diego, 2 hours south of LA. There's the 1,750-acre Torrey Pines State Reserve, kayak through the wetlands for an up-close view, and a namesake golf course with 2 18-hole championship courses perched on a cliff overlooking the Pacific. Stay at the Arts and Crafts style lodge at Torrey Pines, right by the 18th green. San Diego has 75 miles of coastline, featuring plenty of noteworthy beaches studded with surfers. Hit Moonlight State Beach if you want to hit the water, rent fishing gear, or snap a shot with the iconic Hotel del Coronado as a backdrop from Coronado Beach. And even if it's beach weather, don't forget this is the Christmas capital of America. 6. Southwest Michigan. Saugatuck and its surroundings in southwest Michigan have recently attracted newcomers because of a focus on the state's extraordinary produce. Michigan is second only to California in agricultural diversity. Drive 2 hours to eat the delicious, diner-like Penny Royale Cafe from chef Melissa Corey, or taste some of the estate-grown vintages at Modales Wines. Then take a bracing hike to the top of Mount Baldhead for spectacular views. All of that, plus the perennial bonus of gleaming beaches, charming all-American coastal towns, and the best sundowner spots in the state, overlooking the lush waters of Lake Michigan. Door County, Wisconsin. Much like Cape Cod curls into the Atlantic, this 75-mile peninsula juts into Lake Michigan like a raised finger, and it shares much with its New England counterpart. First emerging as an artsy summer colony, it has sandy, family-friendly beaches, more than 50 public ones, and 300 miles of shoreline. Come to County to amble around its galleries or hike around the 14 miles of trails quilting its eastern tip in Whitefish Dunes. Make this a long weekend, as it's almost a 4-hour drive from Chicago, and don't leave without making a pilgrimage to the Swedish restaurant Al Johnson's, famous for the herd of goats grazing on its grassy roof. For Alexandria, Virginia. It might only be a 20-minute drive or just a hop on the metro, but this historic town still feels like a getaway and consistently ranks among the top 5 small cities in the country in Travelers Readers' Choice Awards. It's easy to see why. Historic architecture and cobbled streets are a glimpse back past the American Revolution to European settlers' earliest days. Board the replica 18th century 110-foot sloop Providence, a Pirates of the Caribbean prop now moored here as a museum, or head to the Del Rey neighborhood for an assortment of street art that shows the city isn't simply resting on the past. Stay at the Alexandrian, an autograph collection hotel right in the center of Old Town that overlooks the river from National Harbor. Middle Keys, Florida. Speed past the upper keys, which are unappealingly over-touristed, and instead pause near Marathon. Go spearfishing with one of the local fishing charters, or sunbathe in the surprisingly wild Bahia Honda State Park, where there are sandy beaches, a rarity in the Keys. The historic Adderley House is an astonishing glimpse of what life was like for Bahamian laborers who built the overseas highway here at the turn of the 20th century. On a good day, you can make it here in less than 3 hours, decompress from the drive in a plush suite in the area's best hotel, Isla Bella, which sits on 24 acres of land, just before you hit the Keys' iconic overwater 7-mile bridge. 2. Davis, Oklahoma. Budget 2 hours of drive time and cross the state line to this outdoorsy mecca in Chickasaw Country, home to the tallest waterfall in Oklahoma, Turner Falls. The 77-foot falls collect into a huge swimming hole, perfect for cooling off in the heat. Camp or rent a cabin in the 1,500-acre namesake park. Try spelunking in the caves or exploring Collings Castle, a folly of stone buildings inspired by English country homes and built by an eccentric professor in the 1930s. Before you head home, finesse your driving skills at the Crossbar Ranch, an ATV and motorcycle track for rugged off-roading. Palo Duro, Texas. This, the second largest canyon in America after the Grand, is a suitably epic panhandle destination about a 6-hour drive from Dallas. It's worth every minute once you're standing by the 120-mile gash in the earth that plunges almost 1,000 feet. Come to hike, bike, and ride horses. There are almost 90 miles of trails in the state park, and the most popular runs along the floor of the canyon. Offset the exertion by hunkering down at one of the chic cabins at Dove's Rest, with a superb view out across the canyon proper. Each has a propane grill and fire pit so you can barbecue each night under the stars. If you enjoyed getting to know these precious getaway destinations, share this video with your friends and hit the like and subscribe button. Stay tuned to learn more about the fascinating places you can visit around the world, and I'll see you in the next video.